When last you hear one of them say Selassie a God?
Why is that?
Because them quiet, I eat a food, I look food, you know, so nothing, hold it, I make her eat a food.
But one has to eat too.
I understand, but you have a thing named balance. Them quiet too long till the morality where them used to defend disappear. And real Rasta have head back for the hills and Ghana and the ground. A Catholic reggae we are see now. When in a your wildest dream you'd ever think you'd live for see Sodomite Rasta? It's either you're Sodomite or you're Rasta. You don't get to have it both ways. No! I mean not tell you how to live your lifestyle. But in this world you have to choose which side you're upon. Nobody no get to change and remain the same. You have to pick a side. Moral can't go with the moral.
Meantime.
So we're there now on the second half. Yes, we will deal with this topic here. Peer-renting, yes. Peer-renting, where we are dealing with the peer rent.
Yes.
We think them are parents because them are pay the rent. And this is part 2 of the topic. All right, the continuation.
So,
yeah, man, on episode 11. All right.
Last week, you
went in.
yes, you spoke widely, as you always do, about the effects of spiritual immaturity and especially in relation to Caribbean parents who were often very extreme in their methods of discipline that sometimes bordered on cruelty. Could you expound in other areas perhaps where some Caribbean parents might have missed the boat, my brother?
I don't think we can too hard on them because as me say already and I go say again, certain things was them normal. And if them don't see a problem with them don't see, then guess what go happen?
What is that?
Them a go pass on those problems to them children. In the form of certain values where them don't know say was built off of ignorance. And them never have no balance and them never know that. So what them think is encouragement was actually discouragement.
And what values in particular are you referring
when me talk
to?
about some little dirty fuck up attitude like comparing them children, constantly comparing one child to the other. And this might sound simple, but as something detrimental to the development of a child, the proper development of a child. This can bring lifelong issues related to self-worth in a child. How you mean what that mean? Even though the need for compete is natural in a human beings from them born, and it is necessary, excessive indulgence in this need, like all things, can become destructive if it not used properly. So when mommy and our daddy feel like say, them for praise the big one when name Sean. Yeah man, Sean are the A student and them constantly know what tell the rest of pitney them. So when is nobody I want to know if be like Sean. Why no can't be like no brother? No man, in a most situation now, this set the rest of sibling them upon this favorite one yeah. And them other siblings are now go really see the spiritual reality of the situation, All them are go see in them big brother is just something that remind them of how useless them is. And most parents don't see the long-term effects of these seeds of hatred where them plant in a them children head.
You think so?
Oh, you mean? Because when the parents them do this, give me this child over that child now. And the rest of children don't get that same type of attention from the parent or parents. So them don't have a sense of personal identity and therefore the confidence to withstand the damage with these kind of comparison cause. So whether these parents know it or not, them advertise Sean in this situation as being better than. So the rest of siblings now go strive to be just as good as. Because the message where the parent or parents are sent in a scenario like this is that if Sean is better than, then we have to outdo Sean. And then them obsession now become getting what Sean have, because what Sean have is advertised as the only thing that is valid. And most of these parents never see the need to take each child and help them figure out and develop them own strength. Them only dwell upon them weakness. Them don't see the need to help this child or these children develop a sense of individual identity and purpose. Because in order to avoid a toxic situation amongst the children, you have to, as a parent, help each one of them find out what is them strength and where them good at and where them would do all if nobody now pay them.
What is it?
Because when people find themselves and have that self to develop, and have an idea or a direction of where them are going in life and who them is, that type of goal-driven enthusiasm now, I go distract them from the kind of nihilism we come with the aimlessness and the time for focus on other people's identity because them not have one.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Like, for example, now, a man poor this week, have time for the pan corner, chat a bag of fuckery, chat people, and go on with beer things. Yeah, man. Give him some money now and some responsibility where him have to maintain. You know, remember nothing about the bad mind we have last week.
Are you serious?
Because when people behave a certain way more time, you know, because them have a lot of time on them, man. When people don't find themselves and them purpose, them have whole heap of all them have is time. If you think about more time, especially the time of them life where everybody else have. And the energy where them put into focusing on other people and make them angry. So parents need to know, say, there is a whole lot of complexities about parenting. It's not this thing where you just see and you just dead with you and you just a parent.
But to play devil's advocate though, my brother, there are some who would say that the responsibility of a parent is actually to pay the rent and put a roof over the child's head and
watch your man.
Take care of their education.
Virgin.
My brother.
No, my brethren, you have to look on it. No, man, you can't look on it, so my brethren, man. That coming like a transgender, say. You see when me was a youth. That different from when the brethren just say that to you, no, brethren. A two complete different meaning that.
You think so?
Again, because of this one-track-minded thing here in a Rasta where we can't separate the idea them of certain things from the processes that truly define them.
So you're saying then, going back to the nucleus of the children's existence in the home, you're saying that based on the parents' ignorance to a whole lot of psychological necessities that could become deficiencies if ignored, and because they're often ignored, it creates taller children, in essence, whose development continues to be arrested, and therefore they adopt a lifelong psychological defensive posture, so to speak, where they set out to fuel the constant need to prove themselves, and this in essence turns every conversation into a competition. You're saying, my brother?
Yeah, man, right throughout them life, man. Them just take the attitude with them, man. Mommy say Sean is better than. So later on in life now, when it comes to any kind of partnership or any kind of group or work situation, them don't see no equal, you know, them don't look cross, you know, them look down. Because again, these type of people become abusers who, because them cannot angle or couldn't angle the abuser, them endure. So them set out now in life in order to regain a sense of control or autonomy over for them own life, recreate an abusive situation now where them have someone looking up at them in order to regain that a sense of confidence or power over someone else. So instead of them approach relationships with the idea that we need to carry on from what we already built on, them not have nothing with them built on. Them still stuck in the mood of them need to prove themselves. So one partner start try to oppress the next subconsciously.
In the meantime,
you deliver amazing insights on otherwise complex issues, as you always do, about the effects of spiritual immaturity and on relationships on a whole, namely people who are supposed to be parents who find it immensely difficult to grow up themselves, to accept responsibility for their actions. And do you see any other implications of this spiritual immaturity as it relates to children who are from these backgrounds, forming relationships, work and otherwise later on in life?
Well, there's a whole lot of variables that make every situation unique and different in its outcome, because every situation every relationship have a two different set of life experiences coming together for try to work. But unfortunately, a lot of people coming from some dysfunctional background. And when dysfunctionality is your normal, then that is where the problem come in. You understand? So most people who are insecure cannot them find it difficult to grow up. And when two people of that same nature come together, it become a competition over who should be elevated over who. And sometimes one or both of them not aware of their own participation in this kind of competition. All right. Watch out now then. I'm going to show you something. Take a situation, for example, where you have two spiritually immature people. A claims that them a try make a relationship work, and them see through competitive eyes, and therefore, them always gone off in constant pursuit of the things where society deem acceptable, the things now where validate them existence. One say them want to be a doctor, the next one say them want to be a lawyer. Again, the practical aspect of where them desire for have come into them life is never ever considered. In a one or both of them head, everything where them aspire to get is an idea we can function off of the idea. Independent of the process we take to bring these things in a practical reality. You understand? They have no clue. Them not really think about the little nuances, the little things we might possibly make one of these ambitions cancel out the other. And because insecurity now govern them situation now, this ego you chip in. So one of them desire is always to show the next one, say them worthy. And if they always approve themselves.
So one can't let the other win.
No, man, me I tell you. One of them can't take a back seat to the other one. Well, unless the front seat no in the car the hungry way. One now lose to the next one. Because remember, the hallmark of maturity, in my definition, is the ability to know when you have enough. And the courage to be irrelevant when the need arises. Me I tell you, one can't make the next one win. And it's possible that the two of them think the same way. So off they go to the races, pursuing these ambitions relentlessly. And remember, them not only compete with each other, them compete with the world. So no matter where them achieve, it can't enough. Them don't know when them have enough. So because of this poisonous ambition, you find, say, no, what the nanny or the helper raise them pick and a finger them. And sometimes them end up not know them pick till them pick all 30. You stay there. All right, me out of time you know, but I go and continue this one here. For episode 12, yeah man, the next episode. You may continue to explore the effects of bad parenting, yeah man. And this time, we are dealing with it. Upon the effects it have upon relationships in the long run. Work and otherwise. So yeah man, in the meantime, listen out feet now.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.